How's it look on the camera?
Good.
On the live, did it look decent?
Yeah.
One thing that kind of blew my mind when I was watching some of you guys' music videos was how you guys managed to get 3 bands to do a collab. I feel like
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot
you can barely get a band to write a song. How did you guys manage to get 3 bands?
I feel like it's easier because we were like all in the same label, but it definitely I feel like it is tough to get so many people to work on one project.
Yeah. No doubt, because freaking. Do you guys, when you guys record in the label, like, did the label set it up, or was it you guys, all 3 of you guys were like, hey, let's make something happen?
Well, it depends. I mean, we have a lot of projects that come out naturally where everybody kind of is planning together because we try to have everybody in the same room when we're planning out, say, music video, plans of promotion, or we talk it out in the group chat.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a team effort, but sometimes where it's an idea, say Victor has an idea, or I'll bring up an idea, then it'll come, more out of an individual rather. But no, it's tough getting more people to collab on it though. When it comes down to like getting 3 bands together,
Yeah.
it's sometimes a lot of heads clash. Like, oh, but we should do it like this.
Yeah. How long did it take?
I mean, what I'm guessing you're talking about the Say Adicción song.
Yeah.
Like, how long did that take to write?
I feel like that one.
Was it just in one sitting?
No, I feel like that one took a while. No, because I remember like there was a couple studio sessions, and I think I kind of have a faint like memory of like that one coming up when we went out to Cali, and I think we even had like a version that got lost like during some like recording session in Cali, so we like brought it back here, and that's where we finished it.
Yeah, I mean, when you got a big collab, you got a lot of people on the audio, a lot of people doing this, so things tend to get lost. Especially we recorded it first in California, and then had to re-record it out here.
Oh, really? You recorded the audio over there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There was video too to it.
And a video.
Yeah. I was watching the music video.
But like some files got corrupted or something.
Dude, that fucking sucks, man. Having to redo it. Yeah, no, I saw because you guys had you guys are good friends with Alan Gaino, right?
Oh yeah, Alan.
Yeah, fucking, he's a badass musician, man. He's
Alan, yeah. You know Alan?
Yeah, he played it with us for a while.
Oh shit.
Okay. He just still does like norteño sax con Sole Ojinaga. I'm not sure if he does it all the time now, but yeah, he was with us with Cimarron for like a few years.
Oh really?
Back when he was barely learning his
wow.
Bajojito, bro. He was badass even then.
No, yeah, for real, my respects to Alan because he's a.
Are we live already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Shout out my boy Alan. He actually recorded most of our new album.
Yeah, I saw
all the
Instagram
instruments.
post. Really?
Yeah, all the instruments, bro. Alan's a badass. He's really good friend of ours, and on top of that, very very talented person, bro.
Yeah, he is.
Very very talented.
Yeah.
Alan.
Shout out Alan. He's
Okay.
badass. Now, man, do you guys write your guys' own songs, or is it a combination of doing covers and buying people's songs?
we write most of our.
Yeah.
We have like maybe one project where we did covers, but all the other stuff is just either written by me, my boy Victor on this new album. Noches de Verano Dos. He has 2 songs. His first 2 songs he puts out.
Nice.
As a compositor, so. A lot of times we have writing sessions and we come up with a lot of music that way, but it's also those instances where I bring up a song and it's maybe my full letra, and then Vic will help me just organize the chorus. So it's usually a team effort in every song, whether I wrote the whole thing or we wrote it together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you like to write about, man?
Man, just life, bro.
Yeah.
Whatever, sometimes. And I think writing is an interesting thing because a lot of people ask me too, how do you write a song? Or, because to some people, we're so accustomed to. I've been writing music for, man, like almost 10 years now, since I was 12, like more than 10 years. So it comes so naturally, but I like to just, what I'm feeling in the moment. Maybe I'm thinking back on something that happened last week or yesterday or, years ago, but I try to find, something that I can have a deep connection with.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the best way to write music, right? It's like through your own experiences.
I mean, my boy right here, you've been writing. I mean, you too, my boy Gus. We've all been writing on songs lately. So how do you guys come up with that?
I feel like just like how I was saying, just like past experiences, maybe like feelings that you want to say but don't really get to.
Yeah.
Feel me? So like
Exactly.
it's kind of like for me a way to vent in some sort of way.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I
like
mean, you're literally writing your feelings down.
kind of. It's literally just writing how you feel, like, or something that happened to you.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the best way. I mean, a lot of people I feel like write nowadays too for like something that's marketable, which is cool too. But I feel like there's just no better or deeper connection than just writing something genuine.
Might feel soulless.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel like your guys' music, when I was listening to it, because Corridos Tumbados is Corridos Tumbados, right? I know there's like a bunch of different names for...
Yeah, there's a lot of subgenres.
Yeah.
It's a lot of subgenres now, yeah.
Do you guys have a subgenre you consider yourself, or just Corridos Tumbados?
I feel like it's not even Corridos Tumbados. I feel like we're, in a way, we are kind of making like our own, you know, flow and style. Because I feel like...
I don't think we... Sorry, cut you off. I don't think we would, like, categorize the music anywhere. Maybe just in general, you know, música mexicana. Música mexicana, americana. You know, we're trying to bring in a different mix where, I mean, we grew up out here. And there is Mexican-American artists, and they have, you know, big... I mean, there's big stars that are Mexican-American, but I feel like nobody has really truly represented both sides on one song. It's either one or the other.
Yeah.
Project is going to be on the English side, or your project is going to be on the Mexican side, you know, or Latin side, I mean. We're trying to do it on one song, all of it on one song. And that's what we're trying to bring to the table. I don't know what to call it. I think somebody will come up with a name.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's what we're bringing to the table.
Yeah, do you guys get a lot of pushback at all? Because, for example, you guys... Cause I always see comments, right? There will be like... Un grupo mexicano, but like... They're playing música mexicana, but they're talking in English, or they're... You know, their social media is in English. It's kind of like... The difference between the two kind of gets... I feel like you get pushed back if you're not fully into one or into the other.
You're not Mexican or American.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like the pushback you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, at the end of the day, we're representing a whole many generations that grew up that same way, you know? And it's not even if you're in music or not. I mean,
if you're a Chattanooga in the Denver metro area and you're looking to learn how to play the Bajo Quinto like my boy Jesus from Integridad, go to Coordinante Music Shop over there on 72nd and Federal, where you can not only learn how to play the Bajo Quinto, you can also browse for new ones. You can look for strings that you like, straps, tuners, wireless mics. They got it all. Since they're the sponsor of this podcast, if you mention the podcast Norteña, you'll also get a sweet discount on select items. And if Victor's up to it, maybe he'll even hook you up with an air freshener. Check him out on Coordinante Music Shop on 72nd and Federal. And back to the episode.
I mean, a lot of us, we all grew up not feeling like we're truly from here or truly from over there.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like we're trying to represent, you know, and trying to voice that. Essentially, you know, many generations, but well, our generation and specifically, right? But
well, it is a different kind of struggle, right? Like people can talk shit about it. It's like, oh, like maybe you're privileged because you're Mexican, but you're living over here, right? But it's like it is a struggle of being conflicted between wanting to feel like your Mexican pride, you know, and then you're over here in America, and like you're like, well, I kind of want like maybe I should be loyal to maybe not the nation, but you know, like the culture of it,
cultural aspect for sure. Yeah, I mean, even in the music scene, bro. I mean, we've seen and have had discrimination against us for trying to write in a Mexican way, but it sounds to a Mexican, fully Mexican like artist, it'll sound pocho. Yeah. Or it'll sound like the letra doesn't make sense, you know. But it makes sense to us. Yeah, yeah. Cause I mean we're Spanglish, you know. Like I don't even know how to fully speak English either. But that's what it is, bro. And like you will get pushback everywhere because of that.
Yeah, true. I feel like you guys, for some reason, do get a lot of hate on your social media. Not a lot, but I feel like sometimes I'll read comments and it'll be like, who or shit like that. To be fair, you guys do like to do a little bit of the rage baity content.
I feel like that's what's working right now. I feel like
working. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I put a goal to myself this past couple months on TikTok. I'm like, I'm just gonna rage bait. Start putting like, hey, if I'm getting people to comment, like that's a win.
Yeah, it's engagement, right? Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day. And a lot of people through that. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of hate. You'll see it on the social media. but I see it as a positive thing. You know,
course, yeah.
I don't let it get to me, and I hope the guys don't ever let it get to them either. But it's definitely a win in my eyes.
Of course, yeah.
And I mean, we're already deep into this. Might as well try everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If we're
yeah.
gonna piss some people off.
Yeah.
We're gonna piss some people off along the way. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, nice a morir, you know, no se murió nadie. So
Yeah, hopefully not.
I feel like a
Hopefully
lot.
not,
I feel like a big part of it too is like when someone's like saying like there's always gonna be good and bad comments, and I feel like that's a good thing because I mean when you're true to something, like a lot of people are gonna like it, and then a lot of people are gonna hate it. Like I remember like a while ago, like when we started like doing our music videos, like even friends that were like like all into the rancheras and like the traditional music, like. Hey, why is he, moving his hands like he's rapping? I'm like, this is just us. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
This is
For real.
this is really the new style,
Yeah.
and some people are gonna like it, and some people are gonna hate it. But
Yeah, yeah.
that's just what comes with it. You can't please everyone, but we're just staying true to kind of like what we like and like the direction we think we want to go.
Yeah, I think it's cool because you guys are really embracing like your guys' like youth basically. Because I was noticing that when it comes to music videos, like you guys have like you guys have the Hellcat, you guys have the Lamborghini, like the jewelry, like it's the good
Right.
party vibe. I feel like that's what the music really is, right? To have a good party.
have a good time.
Yeah,
Have a good time. We're not trying to get too serious with it. Sometimes I feel like we'll have some songs that are more serious, right? But right now we're pushing, having a good time.
yeah. How did you start writing or how did you get into like this genre of music?
I wouldn't even know how to pinpoint it to you. I mean, originally I learned the guitar. I was learning Sam Smith songs. I was I wasn't learning like, Bruno Mars. I wasn't learning none of this. I really liked Remy Valenzuela, and that was the first songs that I learned on the regional side. Made me go and just try to learn the accordion. That's what we were talking about earlier. But yeah, I think just listening to the OGs. The family bumping. I mean, my family's big on loud music.
Yeah, yeah,
So I got to a point in age where I was like, all right, this is cool.
yeah, yeah.
And pues aquí caímos, aquí estamos.
And does your family? What did they thought when they were getting into this kind of genre of music? Because you were saying, what kind of music do they typically listen to compared to the music
They
that you
listen to everything, bro. They listen. I mean, they're big on. Their thing is like Vicente Fernandez.
yeah.
So like real traditional background, banda, all that. But now they listen to a little bit of everything. Yeah. I grew up mainly, listening to that side. My brothers, I have two older brothers, and they were always listening to reggaeton. So I grew up like, I loved reggaeton before I even loved música mexicana, regional. So we come from like a mix of.
Okay. Yeah, I was listening to you guys' reggaeton song too. I forgot what it was called. 12 a.m. or something?
12 a.m.
12 a.m. That
Yeah.
shit's a fucking good song.
It's our first reggaeton.
Really?
First reggaeton
Yeah,
song.
It's full reggaeton because we have another one where it's like kind of like a little mix of both sides, kind of like
Okay.
what we were saying, like representing both sides. So it's regular instruments, and then like halfway through it changes to like a popping beat.
Reggaeton, yeah. And we
That's
got like
sweet.
guitar recorded over a reggaeton beat too. It's called Sal Conmigo.
Yeah, yeah.
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 Dude, that's fucking dope. Yeah. I mean, kind of like, why like box yourself into like, for example, only having that song with only guitar and the bass or all that main instruments where you can explore other genres as well, right? Like you don't have to
Yeah.
limit yourself.
And I don't think it should ever be limited to a song either. Like,
Yeah.
Man, if you can put in a corrido and then change that reggaeton and go to trap and go back, like why
Yeah,
not?
yeah.
It
Yeah.
hasn't been done, but we're doing it, and we're gonna keep doing it.
We're not scared to make a new sound.
Yeah.
And I feel like right now is the time to do that because I feel like everyone's trying to get that innovative sound, like Mexican music, el regional mexicano. It's changing right now, so people are chasing new sounds.
Yeah, new sounds.
Man, at the end of the day too, it's something that I was thinking about, like regular people on the, just anybody that listens to music, on their playlist, they're not just gonna have just straight, like,
Yeah.
or maybe they'll have different playlists for certain things, right? But I mean, sometimes you want to listen to reggaeton right after you play a corrido.
Yeah.
Like it already mixes. People will go put on a reggaeton artist and then right after they'll play a Peso Pluma song.
Yeah.
It mixes already, so why not do it in one song?
Yeah, yeah. It's good. It's a good idea for sure. And when it comes to you guys is like, because you guys have to love to promote Denver. Like that's one of the biggest reasons why I was like, I wanted you guys on here, Because I was
For
like,
sure.
I feel like you guys are one of the few bands that I see in general that are like actively promoting Denver. You know, I mean, you guys' music videos of the Optic Tower and all that. You know, what do you think is missing from Denver to get you guys to like another level? Because obviously you guys can go somewhere else, right? And making music
Yeah.
where I'm not sure, maybe Los Angeles or something, right?
Yeah.
You guys can go over there, but you guys are here and trying to make it here. You know, what do you think is missing from Denver to get you there?
You know, bro, we were actually, fortunate enough to go try to be part of the scene in LA for a while. It was a big consideration to go actually move out there for a certain amount of time, and we never did it because we signed a big deal with the label out there, Rancho Humilde, a few years back, and once we came back to Colorado, we were out there for a few weeks. Periodically between LA and Denver, and we were considering moving out there. Obviously, you get to be part of when you sign to a label like that, you get to be part of the heart of the scene.
A
in
different
that
circle
city.
that's not here, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And we went straight to the heart of it when we signed that deal, and you just get to see how people collaborate, whether they're doing music or streaming, vlogging. Everybody out there is trying to work together.
Yeah.
And that's what's missing out here. Not a lot of people like to collab. There's not that they don't like to collab. Maybe it's just never. There's no one creating the chances for these artists to work together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no platform out here to be like, oh yeah, like we're gonna go to. I don't know, say like, cause out there, I mean, obviously they have like their whole setups, like cribs where it's just artists living together.
Yeah.
Like there's nobody doing that out here. There's nobody really planning those get-togethers where like everybody's just a bunch of artists are gonna do a writing session. We've gone last year we went to a writing session out there with just a bunch of LA artists and other people that were able to fly in from Mexico. Like it's just a big collective of people working together.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people do that out here.
Yeah, no, not really. I mean, do you think the weather has anything to do with that?
Yeah, for sure,
know?
for sure. Yeah, I mean we do.
I've always kind of thought about that. I'm like, cause like, for example, I'm not sure about your guys' music. I know very little about your guys' music scene, honestly, like the realities of it. But with Norteña Sax, it slows down during the wintertime, where a lot of bands will have to play at salones de bailes instead of playing like privadas where we get more money and all that. Do you guys see that kind of shift as well with your guys' genre, or is it always kind of like 360 days?
No, well, when we were doing the heavy gigging, but right now we're actually not gigging at all. We stopped, but and we're going through this transition where it's like from gigging to trying to just be recording artists, right? So we've been through the heavy gigging where obviously in our genre too, there's a slow season, just like in any other, what would you call it, like
Industry.
industry or genre of music, right? We have it slows down in the winter for sure. I mean, the ugly weather won't let you party as the same as in the summer, but regardless, on the creative side, I don't think that should matter on the creative side though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
'Cause
mean,
we
look at
can-
Chicago. When we went out there, we went out there with Vision 55. They had a
Right.
whole warehouse
Shout
of
out Vision
creators.
55.
So I feel like weather should, like had a saying, they shouldn't matter. People
Yeah.
should just want to come and bring that.
I mean,
Artistry together.
Bro, we shot music videos in like 0-degree weather.
Yeah.
We should embrace some of that. Maybe because we're a cold state during half of our year.
Yeah.
Maybe we should embrace that in a different way. But I don't think it should affect the creative side, but it does. But
No,
it
yeah,
does.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you guys about that when it came to your guys' focus. Why are you stopping, like, playing gigs? Like, is it just because you guys want to have just more time for creating music, or is it because like you guys don't want to be like so out there where people can kind of like get annoyed? Not annoyed, but like if you see all the time, they're not gonna want you guys as much, right?
I feel like it's a mix of both because like for a while we were like relying solely on gigging and kind of like putting the creative side like on the back burner.
Mm-hmm.
But when like shifting the focus from one thing to the other, I feel like it's like got us more exposure and like to be really like these artists that like we truly are,
Yeah.
and like bringing out what we have to offer and create.
Yeah, and I think it's just part of the. As an artist, we're evolving, we're developing into something else. We're in our development stages, like obviously, like any musician and throughout their whole career, you go through the restaurants, it's crazy. A lot of people now blow up and skip that whole thing.
Yeah.
But we've been through the going at all the mariscadas, like playing at the bars, bro, at all the restaurants you could think of, playing, them Wednesdays to Sundays on maybe Monday.
That's just crazy to me, man. Having to play Wednesday to Sunday.
It's crazy, but and we were young too, bro. And we were doing that. I mean, I was 15. 16.
Yeah, we were all going to school. I mean, there was even times where we'd like go straight from that Menecida straight to school.
Yeah,
Like on
that's
some,
kind of
on
sick
some
though.
stuff like that,
So you guys started. When did you guys start Proximo Nivel?
Proximo Nivel was probably started in like 2016, 2017.
Oh dang, okay.
Somewhere around there. I wouldn't be able to tell you exactly when.
Yeah.
But the name, bro, it was probably like 2016, 2017. I was a freshman.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was a name. So was there a band before the name?
Not a band. It was just like me, two homies that were really trying to be part of something too.
Yeah.
And we weren't like gigging or anything. We weren't doing none of that. We had our gigs after we had the name, but yeah, we just started. Like we were in high school, making videos, posting them on Facebook.
Yeah.
And somehow we're here now. But like how we're going back to the switch. I think it's just part of my person too, and I'm sure the guys feel it as well. But outgrowing the gigging, outgrowing the. Cause I mean, bro, if you're gigging, it's good money. You can live off of it. A lot of people do. A lot of musicos just live off of gigs, bro. But it's exhausting.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's exhausting, bro.
Yeah,
It's a
I've
lot
always
of
heard
late nights, and that takes a toll, bro. Not only on your mental health, but your physical health, and of course that limits your creative mind space.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
So it's a little bit of everything, bro. But I think mainly for me, I feel like I'm outgrowing it.
Yeah. Why is the culture like? Is it because it's like just trying to have a good time that you guys play that much? Because for example, good luck having a baile on a Wednesday night for Norteño Sax. Like is it just part of the pretty much just
people just
culture?
like to party, bro.
Yeah.
People just like to party.
So you guys are.
There's been times, when we were still gigging, I'm like, there's no way people are gonna be at this function tonight.
Yeah.
I pull up and it's like damn near sold out, So I feel like people just like to party and like, we're like kind of like the center of attention, like the heart of the party. So in a way, like that's why we're there.
And you have fun with it too, yeah. Like so, if they call you to play on a Wednesday night and you're
Who's
gigging,
gonna say no?
Who's gonna say no? You're making money.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. Like I feel like I'm just outgrowing it.
Yeah.
And it's not in my interest as an artist.
When did you realize that? Like when did you talk to these guys, or you just kind of like slowly started like being, hey, we're gonna stop gigging?
I think
We all realized that.
we all kind of realized
Yeah.
it. I mean, us three, we had a big band, bro. For a while, it was like 10 heads.
Damn. Well, yeah, I guess you need it for trombone and all that shit. Yeah.
And
guitars.
it was so stressful, bro. I think trying to account for everybody's schedules and all of that, we ended up, taking this route, and I feel like us three, we clicked on that same mindset and same plan to elevate the artist, image and really chase what is.
And I feel like that's always been a thing too. Like me and Hera, like I've worked together since like early on in the project. Then my brother joined recently. We're brothers.
We're blood brothers.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So, but I feel like even
Yeah, it's a young blood, right?
even like since the beginning, like of the project, very early on, I feel like we all like had that mindset, like, hey, like we don't just want to be gigging and playing at these bars and like shows and and it's not a bad thing, but I feel like our like goal was always to just be elevated to that like that next level, like the name says, Proximo Nivel, to eventually be artists and be like our own selves and like play our own music, have our own shows. So like that artist, like
for any group, like they wanna play their own songs, like songs you've written. You wanna hear people sing those.
Yeah,
There's
I was
been
gonna
times
ask.
when we play like at National, like we're on the stage and I hear people like singing the like ineditas, and it gives me chills.
Yeah, no
And I
doubt.
know like the gigging part of it is like amazing and it's fun and everything. Especially I'm younger, I'm 19, and like it's a blast to play live with like 10 people and sound crazy and play the songs that we play and go to clubs and all of that is fun. But I feel like it was also like every weekend I was in like with the family.
Getting
I
burned
was, like,
out.
getting burned out,
Getting
playing
burnt
the
out.
same song, like playing songs that aren't ours, that I don't identify with, like that. It's not what I want to do, you know.
Yeah.
And we started like us three, we just started clicking in the studio and like making new songs. We're like digging more into the reggaeton side of things
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
like just like experience, like just making new sounds.
Being
completely.
artists, you know.
And
Yeah.
and that's like why we all like, I feel like we clicked in that aspect of just wanting to like put that on the back burner.
Yeah.
And just like focus on recording music.
It does make sense. I mean, if you guys are just a gigging band,
Yeah.
you're gonna always be a gigging band, right?
Yeah.
Like, you have to
Exactly.
change. You have to make that change yourself, right? Because then
It's
everybody else
also,
can
I feel
follow.
like people's perception of you. Like I feel
For
like
sure.
if you're just always available and always, you know, there,
I'll go
they're
see
gonna be
them
like,
for
oh,
25, 30 bucks.
like even on the TikTok, you know,
Yeah.
like those comments that we would get at first.
Yeah. Who are
Yeah.
these
Like-
guys?
Oh yeah.
Nah, I mean, we would get TikTok comments talk about like, oh, these are just Addy warriors, or like, oh,
Yeah.
they play every weekend,
Mm.
and it's not that it hurt, but it was like a realization, bro. Because these past few months, I've been really trying to push the TikTok, right, and thankfully it has worked. You know, some videos have gotten a lot of attention, and I feel like because of that, our music has maintained, you know, in people's ears,
Yeah.
right? Because we're like trying to whether we're rage baiting or not, but sometimes you get that realization because at the same time we're starting to go harder on TikTok. We're also at the prime of the big band and gigging and doing as many gigs as we can.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like you're put out at a choice. You got to choose one or the other
Yeah.
because it's like, are you gonna continue to be available? And, you know, give off that, you know, the Addy Warriors, bro. Like, it's a funny comment. It's a funny comment. I'm not gonna
Bro,
lie.
whoever
Shout
said
out to
that.
shout out to whoever said
Shout
that.
out, bro. That was good, bro. But it was, you know, it's a realization.
Yeah.
Like, nah, we don't want to be that
That'd be a good name name for a song.
Addy
Yeah.
Warriors.
Addy Warriors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Coming out soon.
Yeah. So what does it mean to be signed by Adicción, or is it Adicción or is it Rancho Humilde?
Yeah.
Or is it both?
So we have our label, like our home label, it's Addiction Music,
Mhm.
and basically they take care of all of our management, booking, and of course, you know, the majority of the investment, which is all the production, all the studio time, all
Yeah.
of that, you know. And we had a co-sign with Rancho Humilde for a few years. We ended up splitting with them, so now it's just Addiction.
Oh, okay.
And well, recently, bro, gracias a Dios, we were able to secure. So we have the label, the record label contract with Addiction, and then we're able to secure the distribution of the music with Interscope.
Interscope, okay.
Interscope, yeah.
That's fucking sweet.
So they do all of our, you know, we'll sending all the music out, playlisting,
Yeah.
that side of, you know, putting the music out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they just have to give you guys a timeline or something like that? Like, hey, I need you guys to release an album or two, or they have kind of let you have that freedom?
I'm sure it's somewhere in there, the contract, but we're free to basically, you know, drop whenever we want and take our time with it.
Yeah.
But we trying to, you know, push.
Yeah, there's
So,
never been a lack of content like we have a lot of, thankfully,
Yeah.
a lot of content.
Yeah, I mean, you guys
So,
have been
yeah.
releasing a lot of music. I've been seeing that, so that's good.
Yep.
What other kind of genres would you guys want to do? Like, or you guys have any other genres you want to combine with, like down the road?
Definitely want to do R&B. I was gonna
R&B.
say Airbnb.
No.
R&B, bro.
Like
for
a new
sure.
genre.
That's like one of my favorites to listen to on my own time. So definitely want to dip our feet in that. But everything, bro, everything we got right now. I got some songs on house beats, some trap, you know,
Yeah,
some hip hop, reggaeton. So a little bit of everything,
a
bro.
little bit of everything. Yeah.
Music, just everything.
Yeah, whatever comes to you, right? What
Yeah.
I guess I'm kind of spacing out on a question actually. But do you guys have any? Oh, let's talk about your new album actually, because you guys dropped it 2 weeks ago.
It came out
dude.
early.
Yeah.
Oh, did it?
Cuenta,
Yeah.
cuenta esa historia, cuenta esa historia.
Yeah, bro. Chat, we got a little story time for chat,
Yeah.
bro. So the album was programmed to drop March 27th,
Uh-huh.
and we had 2 lead singles. One dropped February 14th, Carolina Herrera and Whiskey Piña, which is the song that you were mentioning earlier. Dropped March 6th, bro, and it was just supposed to be the single.
Yeah.
So we're practicing, you know, we're just like
We're practicing.
we're jamming,
yeah,
we're practicing. We got a show on the 26th, 28th,
28th.
and we're practicing for that, right? And we're, you know, the song goes live at 12 a.m. New York time. So for us here, that's 10 p.m. We're practicing, and then like, you know, we're like cycling through songs. Vic is like, bro, look at this, and I'm like, you know, like Victor never hits me up like that, like, bro,
Yeah.
like, bro, look. And it's a whole album, bro. The whole
Yeah,
album
I remember
drops, like-
we were practicing. I was excited for
I
this
got
song,
a
you know.
video, yeah, I got a
Yeah, he got a
video.
video of it. I looked like to see if it drops, so you know I could throw a story up, you know, like it's
Yeah.
available.
Hijo,
And then I see the
ah,
whole album. I was like, no
Oh.
way! It's like
Yeah.
3 weeks early.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
So I show head,
shit.
we call our management,
Yeah.
and they're just as surprised as us. I guess, you know, someone dropped the ball on that, but I
They
mean,
dropped
they
the
did
ball
good.
on it.
And just
Yeah.
probably selected the whole album instead of just one song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we requested like some changes on, I think, some few things before the song dropped that same day, March 6th. I don't know if that's what tripped something up.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe somebody messed up, dropped the whole thing that night.
Yeah, yeah.
3 weeks early, bro. We didn't have no promo plan, like no music videos planned out either. Like we're gonna take these 3 weeks to do all of that.
Okay, yeah.
And yeah, we dropped de la nada, but it's been doing good, bro. That's how it was.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at it. It was like doing pretty all right. I mean,
It's doing good, bro. I think people are liking it, and you know, it was a lot of years in the making. We came up from, I think, like over 50 songs down to 13,
damn, really?
and that's what dropped.
Do you guys have 50 songs recorded or just kind of like 50 ideas?
No, we have a few more recorded, but mainly, you know, just maquetas and
Okay.
drafts. Yeah.
What about the songs that you guys chose? Like, why'd you guys chose those ones instead of the other ones you guys had?
It was actually very long, crucial process.
Yeah.
It took a lot of time in the studio. I was with, so we have our boy Jeremy. He was part of the live band as well, but he kind of stepped back from that aspect as well before we did, and just kind of we were taking care of music, like making music, writing songs. And it was kind of mainly me and him in the studio because a lot of the songs are just me and him writing them.
Yeah.
So we were in the studio for days, bro. Probably like, I wouldn't even be able to tell you how long, like how many days, probably months in there, just going through songs, recording maquetas, just the guitar, him playing the guitar, me recording the voice to like over 50 songs, bro.
Yeah.
And it was just like listening to each one and picking a vibe too. For this album, we went with like that party vibe that we're talking about. Good, having a good time vibe. And that's where a lot of that got cut out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was the reaction? Have you? Yeah. Oh, you guys haven't played the album yet? Like
Live now.
Live yet?
Live now. We have our first show coming in a few weeks with Legado Siete. So we're going to see it, you know. We're
Yeah.
gonna see it. But we're excited, bro. We're excited more than anything.
Do you remember at all when you kind of realized that you guys could legitimately make it? Is there a moment? Is there like a gig or anything like that that you're like, oh shit, I think we can actually do something?
Yeah, bro. I mean, well, for me, I'll go for it. I'm sure everybody has their
Yeah,
moment.
Yeah.
But
We'll go down the line. We'll go
But
down the
bro,
line.
for me, it was we opened up for Marca MP at National the last time that they were out here, or no, maybe not the last time actually. Time before that maybe, but we opened up. Well, not opened up. We were actually right before Marca MP, and so we got like a good set.
Is that,
you know, it was
were
like-
they headlining and you?
They were headlining. We were
you
right
were
before them.
That's sweet.
So, you know, our team got us at that sick positioning right there. So we took advantage of the crowd, bro. And we were able to have, like, the entirety of the crowd with their phones lit up. And I think, for me, that was my moment. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, shit. Like, we can actually do this. And I think we were dropping our debut album at that same time. So we had a little bit of hype going around that. Had just signed to Rancho as well. So it was, for me, it was a moment, bro, where you're seeing, you know, like, 10,000 plus people,
course.
you know, all tuned in to whatever you're doing on stage.
Yeah.
And singing back the songs, like singing songs that we wrote
Yeah.
back to us, screaming them.
That's
Then
crazy.
that for me, that was my moment.
Which one do you think is like the most popular for you guys?
We have a song with like 15 million plays, bro. It's Efecto al Corazón. I think that's our most popular song.
Is that song like when you're playing it live? Do people recognize that one pretty easily?
Yeah, for sure. It's the one that asks for the most.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What about you, Beckman?
I think, I mean, it's been a couple moments of realization. I feel like for me, it hasn't just been one. I feel like there's like, for me, constant, like, you know, signs
Reminders.
that, you know, like reminders that, you know, we could be at that next level. And like, you know, we really, I feel we're made for this. One of them is, you know, just getting the opportunity to sign with one of the biggest labels, like, in the industry, which was at the time was Rancho Humilde. And, you know, coming back from California, we had a show down in Colorado Springs, Truck Madness. And just like the people, like getting a reaction out of the people, and just, you know, feeling like you made it.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, thank God we've gotten those like opportunities, but, you know, we're always striving for more. We're always trying to take that next step, that next big leap, and not stay stagnant. So for me, that was one of them. Another one is like, maybe like how Hera was saying, you know, seeing like the 15 million, you know, streams, like
that shit ain't easy. So
I
yeah,
mean, 15
that's like a huge
15
accomplishment.
like I feel like a lot of like social media like blows numbers out, like you don't get that feeling, like can you imagine what 15 million people in one place would be? Like, and that's how many people, like 10,000 at the National looked like a sea of people. Like, I can't imagine 15 million people all in one room or in one place. So for me, it's just like, wow, like people really like listen to us, and people really, you know, are out here singing these songs.
Yeah.
So it's just, there's moments like that where it's like, you know, it gets hard along the way, but it's like a constant reminder, like, hey, keep going, because you know,
you can never stop, really,
like,
right? Like, you have to keep going.
Like I have no plans of stopping this, and you know, it's always what's next.
Yeah. What about you, Gustavo? How long have you been in the band for?
How long have you been in the band for?
¿Pa cuánto voy?
I think a couple years, like 2-3 now.
I think like two. I think two.
I think it's been like 2.
I think maybe recently it just hit 2. But yo no quería hacer nada con la música, la neta. Like, I wanted like, I didn't know anything about this. He actually,
you can just tie it down right here, too.
He forced me to play the guitar, bro. He forced me to learn the guitar.
He's like, I need somebody to help me out with these, gigs.
Because at the time I was really focused like on the tuba, you know. So I was like, hey, I need somebody to.
Este güey me traía un libro de su escuela, and then he would bring me a drumstick, bro. He's like, look, you gotta click it like this, bro.
Like, he'd be my metronome.
But do not change the speed. Like, don't change how hard you're hitting it. Nothing. Wait, this fool would have me dead ass like right there con the drumstick for like 2 hours while he's playing the tuba. Yo era su metronome. Bro. Like, era
like awesome.
You can download the app,
bro. Like, I swear to God, bro. Like, I swear to God. And I was like, bro, like, no quiero hacer esto. And then like he was like, nah, you're gonna learn the guitar. Like, ya si la quieres dejar, déjala tú. But like, I'm gonna show you so we could jam.
Yeah.
And that shit was fun, bro. And pues así empecé, you know. And then like I started clicking it with them more. And that's how I was their staff at first, bro. Era el staff. Y I would just go, like, a recoger los cables and just party. Y así. And then I started getting the guitar more. Y así, pues así empecé a tocar con ellos. But, like, a moment when I'm like, I know, like, la vamos a hacer is these two great minds that I'm with, bro. Like, I'm playing with my blood brother on the stage, bro.
It's just different.
Like,
I don't doubt it.
Bro.
Like, to me,
And
they're both my brothers.
Like, bro, like, he's become family, bro. Like it's just like the two heads that I got, like, with me, bro, and that we're like so in tune, and we're like clicking on every single thing. Like, that's how I know, bro. And there's been like moments live when we're like people are singing the songs, and like, me das calofríos, bro. I'm sure you felt it too, like, where people like are just like vibing like crazy, and it's like you can feel it. Just like moments like that we've played, bro, like at nationals, and gracias a Dios, like, I've gotten the opportunity to like go places like I didn't think I was gonna go, like. Right now, like, we've played, like, I've been playing with...
You just want to tighten it down?
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
We've played, like, at a lot of venues, bro.
I got you.
And I've gone out of state with these fools. And it was, like, a crazy moment of mine where I was, like, it's like, still seems so surreal. We were gigging downtown, bro, in un antro. And our managers called us. We're on the way home, bro. We were all... un poco like entonaditos, you know. We all had a good time after playing, you know. So we stay, you know. And we're on the way home, bro. We're just driving on the freeway, blasting the music, blasting the unreleased album, bro. We're listening to all the songs.
Oh yeah.
A este güey le están llamando. They're like, bájale. We had a homie whipping, bro. And he puts it on speaker, bro. It was like crazy that he put it on speaker. And our manager, I think, was it Frankie or Abel?
It was Frankie.
It was Frankie. He goes, hey, pimps. Así nos dice, pimps. Like, y'all want to go to New York? And like, those are like, hell yeah. Like, in Vergüenza, you know, we're like, oh, like.
No, I remember what he said. He's like, they need y'all in New York tomorrow.
They need y'all in New York tomorrow. And I grabbed Hera, bro, because Hera's sitting in the middle. This was sitting on the left, like, on the left side. And he just with a sandwich, right? And I grabbed this from, like, I see, bro. I'm like, yeah, like, do not tell him no. Like, we'll figure out how we're gonna get there. Like, I was like, no man, no digas que no, you know? I was like, just tell him yes, bro. Like, we're gonna go. And this fool's like, hell yeah, bro. Like, when do you need? He's like right now. Like, I need you to go to, like, I'll get you all the flights in the morning. And we're like, what the fuck, bro? I was like, we were just like downtown playing. We're like, fuck yeah, I can travel. And we get home that same morning, no dormimos. At least I didn't. I know this fool didn't either. No dormimos. Bro, that same morning, bro. We're on a plane on the way to New York, bro. We actually, I think we stopped first at Texas, and then we played 4 different shows in 4 different states on the way to New York.
That's fucking sweet.
That weekend, and we were back that weekend. So that felt like really surreal. And people in New York, they were singing the songs, bro, and they recognized, and it was crazy, bro. It's like moments like that when I'm like, bro, this is what I want to do. You know, be on the road with people who have become so close to me, doing what we love, bro. And I think that's why I'm like, yeah, bro, like. It's like, this is it, bro.
For sure, man. If you guys have 3 minds together in that one project, I mean, that's so much.
That's like, a ×3, you know.
Yeah, like, exactly. Like, it's basically unstoppable if you really think about it, you know. Especially if you guys are like the 3 heads, like the 3 images of the band as well. Like,
and that's what we're shooting for right now, bro. Just everyone post their content, everyone get it in on TikTok, everyone put a face to their talent, you know. Yeah. I mean, I've been following Vic for a while, and I mean, I've seen. That's how pretty much I learned about you guys. Yeah.
You know, and I mean, I don't know. I digged your content, and I was like, oh, you guys are actually pretty decent. Yeah.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah. Well, honestly, you guys want to play one of you guys' songs?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. You want to talk about the beef jerky too, bro?
Oh yeah.
Let's try some of this beef jerky, bro.
My boy Elias back over. I'm not even at the mic. My boy Elias with Big Back Carne Seca sent us a little gift for y'all to try.
Oh yeah.
Hit up the IG.
Sure, bro.
So y'all can tap in with him.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out Big Back Carne Seca.
Big Back Carne Seca, all the flavors.
Proximo Nivel
me, bro.
Now está rica, bro. It's good.
Yeah, let me try that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try
it's
a
all
piece too, no cap.
Homemade, you know, no preservatives, no additives. My boy gets down, bro, for real. So y'all go check him out.
Is he selling them online, or is he just selling them like in a store? Or
TikTok shop. He's gonna get them on the TikTok shop right now. He's just
he's getting them into stores right now too.
Some stores, but he's definitely gonna be pushing that out more and making it available to y'all. So be sure to tap in with him.
Fire! I tried the hot honey one. I never tried hot honey beef jerky. Or carne seca, I mean.
I'm over here tuning into the mic. That's good, bro.
This is fire. Shout out Big Back Carne Seca, my boy.
Live action review, you know.
Yeah.
Or like the McDonald's CEO.
Yeah, well, he won't try. No, this is all
like,
natural, bro. My boy goes hard for real, bro. He's been putting in some work into this.
Fire. Should we do whiskey?
Tell me a little bit of backstory about the Whiskey Peña.
Tell him that story.
So that one, bro, that one just came to me naturally. I remember.
Is that one of your songs that you just wrote?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
I think that one was like last year, where I started drafting it up. Then I brought it to like kind of how I was saying, bringing it to the table, and like having more minds on it. Mm-hmm. But that one. It was kind of like a mix of like my own experience with the homies, like just kind of going through a moment in life, where like, hey, you're missing this one chick,
Yeah.
But you're into this lifestyle, like, so it just came natural. I remember we were outside of my house. We had a little bucanas de piña, and we're like, hey, bro, I think we're waiting on to get picked up to go to the gig or something.
Yeah,
and we just had the bottle right there, bro. We were sipping on it, and I busted out the guitar. And then I just I was like, shit, I don't know what to talk about. I just look at the bottom like, hey, un whisky de piña.
Yeah, it's because that homie, bro, like, cada fin de semana se pegaba con nosotros, güey. Pero sí, nunca le faltaba, like, if you were seeing that fool, like, te topabas con él, traía un bucanas de whiskey de piña. And I was like, that's why this food, like, un whiskey de piña. My bad, bro, but you can go.
No, yeah, and it just came naturally. Then I bring it to the table, and Jeremy and Hera, help me finish it out. But
Yeah.
I think it like how you were saying, like the more minds on one specific goal, the better, because you get your thoughts into it. Whatever he thinks, whatever my boy Jeremy thinks. So I feel like that's the best way to create for us. Just as a collaborative.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, that would make you guys sound unique, for sure.
Yeah, brother, for sure.
Another thing too. How is the love life of somebody in your guys' position? Because you watch you guys' videos, you watch it's madre,
It's tough, bro.
How is your girl gonna take care of you and fucking can you have a relationship while in this kind of lifestyle?
It's definitely hard, bro.
Yeah.
I think you can.
I think you can.
I think it's possible.
Pero es que hay muchas,
It has
a lot of the stereotype que los músicos or people who do what we do que no.
Oh yeah, a weak-minded musician would fall instantly, right?
Yeah.
There has to be a lot of self-control, bro.
Yeah, self-discipline.
On our side, at least, and on the other side too, of like a girl, I feel like they have to a certain point, understand that the attention isn't although it, if you get attention from the opposite sex, obviously it's not to, it's up to you to not take advantage of it, obviously.
Yeah.
But that person, that whoever you're with, they also have to understand that it's not that serious.
Yeah.
And not take everything to heart, because
It's a persona.
Yeah, it's a persona.
You're playing a character basically on stage, right?
On stage, you're playing a character, bro, and whatever happens on that stage, sometimes it gets crazy, sometimes it's not. But obviously there has to be both efforts on both sides, for sure.
Yeah, but we seen ass shaking and fucking drinks. I
She
can
had
imagine.
to
That's just
something,
crazy, man.
babe, she had.
I don't see any ass shaking at Norteña tactics, So yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, bro. Shit, we get turned. We get turned.
To say the least.
Let's play that song.
Claro.
That's good. I just put the strings on, so.
¿Tienes tus segundas?
You got me with
Just sepárate un poquito del mic. Fierro, se llama Whisky Piña, Noches de Verano 2. Out now, baby. Let's go. Dice. Whisky de piña para olvidarme de esa niña. Los besos me diste ese día, me los quitaste y como un perro tú me dejaste como una bandida. Robaste tú por completo toda mi vida, cartas no adecuadas para la jugada. No fue cuento de hadas, no fue cuento de hadas. Y a mí se la idea que no es para mí. Tranquilo los fines con unas babies. Y a mí se rockstar, vida de Presley. Horas y mujeres, ya no pienso en ti. Tu amor y la luna fueron toda mi fortuna. Y los besos mojados en la lluvia. Y no te miento que mi vida es tuya. Por la noche me entra un poco más el sentimiento. Y no te miento, sabes lo que siento. Estar contigo yo era más contento. Whisky de piña para olvidarme de esa niña. Los besos me diste ese día, me los quitaste. Y como un perro tú me dejaste como una bandida. Robaste tú por completo toda mi vida, cartas no adecuadas para la jugada. No fue cuento de hadas, no fue cuento de hadas. Whisky Piña, Noches de Verano 2.
Badass. Shouts out to your boy who always has whiskey peña with him.
Shout out Joe, my boy Suave.
My boy Smooth.
Hell yeah.
Well, thank you guys for joining. This is the podcast Norteña. We're here with Proximo Nivel. This podcast should be out in a few weeks, guys. So
Appreciate you.
appreciate you guys.
Hey, thank you for having us.
Check out that
Thank you for
album.
having us.
Noches de Verano 2 out now. Appreciate you having us, bro.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Thank you guys so much.
That was good. That was good. The singing at the end was fucking the cherry on top. Honestly, it was badass.
We should flick up.